Patrick Laing with Certainty Management, continuing the conversation that I started yesterday of my childhood experience with business. I grew up in a family business. My parents franchised it together with a couple of partners all over the country, even overseas. We learned several lessons from this experience. I started to tell the story yesterday. Today, I'm going to continue. Like, if I had to share with you one lesson for today's video, it would be to watch for opportunities that are oftentimes right under the surface. Obviously, it makes sense. We all know that we should look for trends, we should look for potential new technologies, new opportunities, etc. But oftentimes they're not overt. Oftentimes they're not right before our eyes. They're just behind the curtain or just under the surface. Sometimes we have to dig a little bit for it. Sometimes we have to consider maybe peeling back the layers of the onion, or as I've often said to my salespeople, the layers of the artichoke to get to the heart. In my parents' example, my mother and her best friend, they started this franchise, and they thought they might have a little bit, a good idea. They really had no idea of how much potential it had when they started it, but they did see trends that suggested that it could be big. Those trends included makeup, they included finance, they included the whole dress for success movement of the early 80s. There were a lot of different companies pushing this concept of making the best first impression on a job interview, wearing the right colors, wearing the right brands, the right styles, et cetera, et cetera. There was a lot of people talking about this, books coming out and so forth and so on. And so my mother, Sue, and her best friend, Marlene, they said, there's something to this. How can we be involved in this and capitalize on it, take advantage of it, but make it our own? Well, they had a very good friend by the name of Keith Eddington, who had a system for what he called color analysis. This is where they put colors up against you under bright lights, and it shows what your undertones are. Are they more peach? Are they more rose? Are they more are you what they call a spring, a summer, a fall, a winter? Every one of us has different undertones to our skin, and those undertones dictate what color would look best on us. Maybe for you, you're a winter, you have different undertones and would look best in a dark purple. Or I'm an autumn, I have more of a kind of a peach undertone, and I'd look better in maybe a paisley purple. And so anyway, they started this concept, they started to develop it, they decided to franchise it, and the response was almost overwhelming. They had people calling them from all over the country and even overseas saying, how can we get in on this? We know this is the trend. We know this is something that people are asking for, people are looking for. How can we get involved? They eventually decided to franchise it, as I said. But the lesson I learned from them, and the lesson I would share with you here, is that they kept their eyes open. They noticed trends, they noticed the interest level, and they started asking questions. They went and sought out experts. They went and found a system that somebody was using but wasn't using well. They needed help developing it, and they partnered to get that system out there and to make it what it could be. So two little insights, if you will, when it comes to this topic. One, keep your eyes open. Look for the trends. Look for the patterns. Look for the interest, the buzz, the press, people talking about it. There's probably something there you could capitalize and make your own. And second, look for partnerships, look for mentorship, look for someone that you can strategize with, work together, maybe joint venture with. My mom and her partner became partners, her best friend. They partnered with the developer of this model. They brought on several other joint ventures and vendor partners and so forth to make it happen. No man is an island, as they say. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes the same to have a successful business, to build a successful venture. And they most definitely did that. So those are two lessons I learned from my mother and from her business partner. I pass them along to you now. I wish the very best. Come back tomorrow. We'll continue the tale. We'll see you.